Over the years, the Media Foundation for West Africa has played a pivotal role in shaping the future of journalism across the country. Through its initiatives, the foundation has empowered journalists, sharpened their skills, and strengthened the culture of accountability in society. One of the notable interventions is unwavering commitment to investigative journalism, recognizing the critical role investigative reporting plays in exposing corruption, amplifying the voices of the vulnerable, and promoting good governance. The Media Foundation West Africa has consistently created platforms for journalists to learn, grow, and refine their craft. Recently, the foundation organized a 3-day intensive training program on investigative journalism and anti-corruption reporting. The event was held at the Sun Lodge Hotel in Accra and brought together 30 carefully selected journalists, 10 each from the Greater Accra region, the Ashanti region, and the Northern region of Ghana. The training session covered key areas such as investigative techniques, ethical reporting, fact-checking, digital security, and strategies for uncovering corruption in both public and private sectors. Participants were equipped not only with technical skills, but also with the courage and confidence to persuade stories that matter. In an interview with Rosemond Aite, Senior Manager under the Media for Democracy and Good Governance program at Media Foundation for West Africa, she emphasized the foundation's vision to nurture a new generation of investigative journalists who are fearless, ethical, and dedicated to upholding the public interest.
My name is Rosemond Aite. I'm the Senior Manager under the Media for Democracy and Good Governance program at the Media Foundation for West Africa. So this 3-day residential training on investigative journalism and anti-corruption reporting has been held with the funding support from GIZ and the EU under the PAID project, which basically looks at a number of interventions. But specifically for this training, we brought journalists together from selected regions in Ghana to upskill them and enhance their capacity when it comes to reporting on corruption issues and teaching them the skills and giving them the knowledge on how to expose issues of corruption and promotes more transparency, accountability, from duty bearers. So over the course of the past 3 days, we've had resource persons, experts who have interacted with the journalists, both from Transparency International Ghana, from Corruption Watch, as well as from the Fourth Estate, which is MFWA's accountability project. So far, from the feedback that participants have shared, it's been a very fruitful training. They've learned new things. It's a very practical, giving a step-by-step approach on how to investigate stories, and as I said, help to promote public accountability and good governance at the end of the day.
Several senior journalists who participated in the program also shared their perspectives, highlighting how the training enriched their knowledge and expanded their investigative approaches. They noted that the lessons learned will not only benefit their professional practice, but also contribute significantly to strengthening democracy and accountability in Ghana and beyond.
My name is Gifty Ayram Pudiabo. I work with A1 Radio in Bolgatanga. This training has been so impactful in many ways. If you ask me, I'm a beginner actually when it comes to investigative journalism. But then I was initially scared of getting into investigative journalism. But this training has given me an open mind to know that this is not about fear. This is just about taking the right steps at the right time. My confidence level has been built, and the skills acquired, how to go about questioning the interviewees, the steps to take, what to request for at what time, what to do after the interview, and all of that. I think all of these will help me build myself better and then be able to produce stories when it comes to investigation, produce stories that will actually impact society and the country as a whole.
My name is Rama from Diamond FM family. I'm also a participant of the training, and it has been eye-opening. It has broadened my knowledge and imagination or expectations or how do I put it? Perception. Normally we get a story and then we push. And it's allowed me to, now if I get a story, I think, rethink before I push it out. Also, it has grounded me, to be confident and bold in whatever story that I'm going to be putting out for the public. Also, if we are to hold people accountable, hold ourselves accountable before we are able to hold someone accountable. So it's been very effective, and I am encouraging this. My name is Nadra Mohammed. I report for Media General in the Savannah region. We are here for a workshop, a 3 days workshop actually, with Media Foundation for West Africa. And I must say, this past 3 days has been so impactful, very insightful. I've come to learn so many things that I didn't know about investigative journalism. Growing up as a kid, I wanted to be an investigative journalist, but I got discouraged that I'm a woman, I can't do it. But with this, after this training, I've realized that it's not something tedious as people perceive it to be. It's just a matter of getting your facts, getting to know the right places to get information, and then you are good to go. So I think I'll reconsider my decision after this training. It has really shaping me, and then I want to go back to my dreams of being an investigative journalist. All thanks to Media Foundation for West Africa for these 3 days impactful training.
Mede Eric Annan, Sumpa TV, Sumpa FM. Ohe Ntitia, Media Foundation for West Africa, Ediama Nsem and na miensa yede aba ahanum aba besi adena. For me in particular, I think some answer madaji because ye juma we as some trophy on pempi na every day be an old juma we. And say pempi eja adaba akumpu na yeje juma to no aba besi adena na e wo sene city. Ba nyoma ya babesi no wahanum no ade e beboa ya nkase edwuma na ye no at least da benya nimde wo edwuma no ho a ye koyenim no yenso betima ye bia de ba ko a I've come to realize after and training and training and say with investigative journalism wow one person some training no ma oye relevant because and they know in some trade man obia in some trade man baby obia betimi aye bi and for your president, your sitting president or in Centroni, Mahama is a writer. It's no bia can just take up the pen and then write. But near a bit distinguished no, a bit down a D. I may say now we trained we entity na febino and a investigative journalism and no so training in babenya and to me I think say a sharpen your mobile your minds a kwan na fast why you dwen a kwan na fast why ye enwoma no sisi ano ebe me aye enwoma yi na yenso relevant cause ene ye kan oman mu a ye kan some trofo a oye dan obebo ana so ye dan obebo manasi azori oye dan it is because of their field no so okay say you be na unso be I think unshada relevant into with this I think say yenso ye kono be me yenso relevant na ne a yenso ye no ebe hu say ne a ye no ye de aboa oman no ene krona unite.
My name is Muhyiddin Suleiman. I think I write for Ghana News Agency from Kumasi office. We've been here for 3 days on investigative journalism and anti-corruption section. I think it has been a very formidable kind of exercise that the Media Foundation for West Africa has organized for 30 media practitioners across Ghana. By virtue of what we have learned, I think that I'm a happy man as I talk to you because I have learned new things despite my long service in the media arena. But I think that I have been able to learn new avenues in terms of investigative journalism. So I think it's a good course. It's a good course. I hope that we'll be able to inculcate in our daily activities so far as investigation is concerned. So I would like to thank the Media Foundation for this effort, and I pray that they don't stop from here. They continue to train young and upcoming journalists so that the fear syndrome and investigative journalism will no more persist. Because day in and day out, you realize that young journalists always fear to enter into the area of investigative journalism because of the stress and all that and all that. This is just the beginning with the Media Foundation. I think when they continue to train young journalists on their cause in contention, I think it will be fair for all of us to be able to dig into corruption into the country. So this is the latest thing I have to say.
Adnan Adams, a journalist as well. And for the past 3 days, I think it has been very educative, insightful, and full of learning of new skills in terms of investigative journalism. Most of the times our mind goes to Anas alone when we talk about investigative journalism, and then Manasseh also added up. But then we realized that investigative journalism is not something that should do it only undercover, but then doing in-depth analysis of a situation, just picking up anything that is of human interest and digging deeper to get more revealing side of it, balanced and accurate, with fact check also forms as what investigative piece or journalistic writing. So as a journalist, for what we have learned so far, I think it's going to help a lot to shape our writing skills, our researching about issues before we come out to publish. So in all, I think it has been very insightful one.
Above all, the training served as a reminder that investigative journalism remains a powerful tool in the fight against corruption and in the quest for transparent governance across Africa. This is Phyllis Kwete reporting for Kiflex.